The air crackled with energy as the gigantic Spider Queen swiped her leg through the portal, narrowly missing Jinah's face. This wasn't the first time she'd fought alongside her brother and his team. Jinah had been leveling up fast. Since learning about the existence of dungeons, secret organizations, now at level 60, she was more than holding her own against the Spider Queen. Each hit sent tremors through the cavern, but the creature seemed almost unharmed. Jinwoo's gaze never left his sister, but he hadn't expected it to happen so soon. Then suddenly the Spider Queen struck, knocking Jinah off balance. She stumbled back, eyes wide with surprise. In that instant, Jinwoo reacted. Time seemed to slow as he charged forward, intercepting the Queen's attack just in time. "Are you okay?" he asked, helping her to her feet. "Yeah," she replied, dusting herself off, though a hint of fear lingered in her voice. It's kind of overwhelming. "What do I do?" Jinwoo understood her hesitation. Fighting a boss like the Spider Queen was terrifying, even for him, let alone someone with less experience. But there was no backing down now. They were in too deep. Taking a deep breath, Jinwoo placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "Just trust me," he said, his voice firm with confidence. As if sensing the shift in their demeanor, the Spider Queen hissed, lunging at them once more. With a graceful leap, Jinah moved aside, allowing the attack to whiz past her. Turning to her brother, she shouted, "Now!" Jinwoo didn't hesitate. Summoning his signature move, he unleashed a torrent of shadows, ensnaring the beast. "Got you," he said, a smirk playing on his lips. But the victory was short-lived. With a surge of power, the Spider Queen broke free. The shadows dissipated and the cavern shook as she roared in anger. The battle had reached a fever pitch. And while Jinwoo and Jinah were a formidable team, they couldn't help but feel the pressure of the relentless attacks. Suddenly, the Spider Queen unleashed a web projectile, forcing Jinah to dodge. However, she stumbled and fell, landing on the edge of a chasm. Without hesitation, Jinwoo leaped into the air, catching her just in time before she could plummet to her doom. As Jinah clung to her brother, her heart pounded against her ribs. In that moment of peril, she realized how much she relied on him, how much she admired his bravery and strength. The Spider Queen descended, ready to deliver the final blow. But as she approached, she sensed a shift in the air. It was subtle, yet undeniable. The presence of two powerful beings resonated within the cavern. Intrigued and slightly wary, the Queen paused, her multiple eyes fixated on Jinah. Meanwhile, Jinah found herself in a state of euphoria. She gazed upon the awe-inspiring might of her big brother. A sense of liberation washed over her. No longer would she cower in his shadow or yearn for his recognition. From that moment forth, she resolved to forge her own path, proving to the world and most importantly to herself that she didn't need anyone's protection. Jinah scrambled backward, her eyes wide with newfound determination. With a determined nod, she stood her ground, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. As the Spider Queen prepared for her final attack, Jinah summoned all her strength and focus. Her eyes flashed with resolve as she countered the Queen's strike, the impact echoing through the cavern. Despite the ferocity of the collision, neither combatant yielded an inch. In that pivotal instant, Jinah experienced a surge of adrenaline. Her entire being seemed to synchronize with the rhythm of the battle. With a guttural roar, Jinah retaliated, unleashing a flurry of blows that reverberated through the cavern. Every punch and kick was laden with power, a testament to her burgeoning strength. Yet the Spider Queen remained unfazed, her chitinous armor deflecting each assault with ease. As the battle raged on, the cavern echoed with the sounds of their relentless exchange. Each blow landed, sending shockwaves that shook the very foundations of the subterranean realm. Yet despite Jinah's valiant efforts, the Spider Queen seemed impervious to pain. The sight of her sister in peril fueled Jinah's determination. With a primal scream, she channeled every ounce of her strength into a final, earth-shattering blow. The force of the impact sent the Spider Queen tumbling backward, crashing through the portal and disappearing from sight. Jinah stood amidst the dust, her body trembling with exhaustion. The fight had taken everything out of her. But the sight of the deactivated dungeon gate brought a triumphant smile to her face. She had done it. In that moment, she knew her journey had just begun. Jinah surveyed the damage around her, her brow furrowed with concern. The cavern was in ruins, a testament to the fierce battle that had transpired moments ago. But her gaze quickly shifted to her brother, who stood motionless, his eyes blank and distant. "Jinwoo," she called out, rushing to his side. His usual confident demeanor had been replaced by a disconcerting stillness. Alarmed, she reached out to touch him, only to recoil at the icy coldness that emanated from his skin. In that instant, realization dawned on her. Jinwoo had sacrificed himself. The thought sent a jolt of pain through her chest, threatening to overwhelm her, but she pushed it down, refusing to succumb to despair. Instead, she focused on her mission. She had to survive, not just for herself, but for her brother as well. Summoning her inner strength, Jinah cradled Jinwoo's head in her lap, gently wiping away the blood that stained his features. With trembling hands, she closed his eyes, committing his peaceful visage to memory. Grief threatened to consume her, but she pushed it aside. She owed it to her brother to carry on. As the weight of her responsibility settled upon her shoulders, Jinah rose to her feet. Her gaze, though filled with sadness, held a steely resolve. Her journey had taken a tragic turn, but she refused to be defeated. With a newfound sense of purpose, she turned toward the exit, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Her steps echoed in the vast emptiness, each footstep a testament to her indomitable spirit. The dungeon may have claimed her brother, but it wouldn't claim her hope. She would honor his sacrifice by becoming stronger, by continuing the fight for humanity's survival. Jinah emerged from the deactivated dungeon, her face pale and etched with fatigue. The ordeal had taken a heavy toll on her both physically and emotionally. Despite the weight of her loss and the exhaustion that threatened to pull her down, Jinah forced herself to remain standing. Her gaze, though clouded with grief, held a flicker of determination. She had emerged victorious, but the true battle was far from over. As the other hunters gathered around her, their faces etched with concern, Jinah fought back tears. She knew that her brother would want her to be strong, to rise above the tragedy that had befallen them. With a shaky voice, she shared the news of Jinwoo's sacrifice, his selfless act to protect her and humanity. In the face of such heroism, the other hunters could only offer condolences and support. They understood the depth of her sorrow, but they also recognized the unwavering strength that resided within her. As the news of Jinwoo's demise spread, a wave of grief and admiration swept through the hunter community. His name became a symbol of courage and selflessness. Amongst the sea of faces, Jinah saw Gogun, his eyes filled with understanding and sympathy. In that moment, she felt a surge of gratitude for the bond they had forged during their battles. They had faced countless dangers together, and through it all, Gogun had been a steadfast companion. As the days turned into weeks, Jinah found solace in the support of her friends and fellow hunters. They mourned Jinwoo together, sharing stories and memories of the extraordinary man who had touched their lives. Through their shared grief, a sense of camaraderie blossomed, uniting them in their purpose to honor his legacy. With renewed determination, Jinah began to train relentlessly, honing her skills and pushing her limits. She delved deeper into the mysteries of her unique class, seeking to unlock its full potential. As she grew stronger, she carried with her the memory of her brother, using his sacrifice as fuel for her determination.